Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to Tamil Rama. Today we got a special guest from Malaysia. So, can you introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Tan Kerwei. I'm from Malaysia. Like when I first came to Thailand,
Okay.
I told them I'm Malaysian,
Hmm.
but actually in Malaysia there we have Tamil.
Yeah, Tamil,
Okay, I'm a
Malay,
Malaysian, but
Chinese.
yes, I'm a Chinese. We have the Malay people,
Yeah.
the Malays, and then we have also other indigenous peoples like the Kadazan, the Iban, a lot. All right, so we live together, and then we go to different schools or same schools. We have the private schools and we also have the government schools. The government schools are taught mostly in Malay. Okay, they have the maths and science in Malay, and the moral studies in Malay, civil studies also in Malay. Then for the private schools, usually taught in English, we also have Sekolah Jenis Kebangsaan, where we were taught in other languages like in Chinese or Tamil.
Hmm.
Right? So I was in a primary school that is Chinese, and when I go to secondary school, I went to a government school, and they were taught in Malay and also English because once you enter university, the government university, most subjects are taught in English, so it's better to start early. But in the primary school, or if it's taught in Chinese, everything is in Chinese. The science, the maths, the moral, the civil studies, all in Chinese. So to clear up some confusion, I'm a Malaysian, but I also speak Chinese. I also speak Malay, Bahasa Melayu, which is a Malay, and English.
Okay, that's nice. Nice introduction. Okay, so I'm going to start with the first word. How do you call the older sister in Malay language?
Older sister we call kakak.
Kaka.
Yes,
In Tamil, we call it Akka.
akak.
Akka. Akka means older sister.
What about older brother?
Older brother, we call it Anna.
Anna.
Annan, Anna.
Anan, we call it abang.
Abang. Wow.
What about
Similar.
what about younger siblings?
Younger brother, we call younger brother as Tambi.
I see.
And younger sister, we call Tangai.
Ah, in Malay, for younger sister or younger brother, we have the word adik in
Adik.
front. Adik, adik, adik,
Atek.
adik in front, but it's a boy. Called adik lelaki.
Hmm.
If it's a boy, it's the girl. Sorry, if it's a girl, we call it adik perempuan,
Hmm.
like that.
Nice. How do you call a shop in Malay language?
Like the shop or a shop we call
Shop
kedai.
like just go and buy some grocery, snack, anything.
Yes, we call kedai.
We in Tamil we call it kadai.
Kedai too.
Yeah. Say for example, if you want to buy some snack, we say, I'm gonna go to that kadai. Yeah.
What about restaurant? Do you have other words for restaurant?
Restaurants. In Tamil Nadu, in my place, people call restaurant as hotels, but
Hotel.
yeah, but they need to know that hotel means hotel is a place where you can sleep, where you can stay. But in my place, even if you go and eat, they call it, no, I'm gonna eat at the hotel. No, you cannot call it hotel, but the people use the word
Why
hotel.
do I ask?
But the restaurant we call it Unavu Nilayam. That's the pure Tamil. But now mostly people use like hotel, restaurant. Yeah.
I see. Why do I ask the word restaurant? Because we also use kedai in Malay for restaurants. Okay, but we add another word, kedai makan.
Kadai makan.
Makan is eat.
Eat.
So
Ah.
shop eat. Like that.
We use Unavaham, Unavu Nilayam. That's the correct one. Do you have a dish that is made up of the milk, coconut milk and coconut syrup?
Okay.
How do you call it?
It's called putu.
Putu. We also have the dish made up of the coconut syrup. Putu. And so how do you call a ship
A big,
in Malay.
a big ship, like a big ship, we call it kapal.
Okay. And the small one?
The small one depends. We call it perahu or sampan.
Parahu.
Yeah, for the sampan, it's usually mostly made out of wood. Okay, a wood, and then there will be someone
Yeah.
doing
Parahu.
this.
We call it Parahu. Parahu. And the big ship we call it Kapal, the same Malay.
Ah, what about airplanes?
Airplane we call it Vanurdi. Vimanam. We
Ah.
have two names. Vimanam, Vanurdi, but Vanurdi is the pure Tamil. Maybe Vimanam Sanskrit.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. So
Ah,
Vanurdi. How do you call it?
for the airplane, we call
Airplane.
it kapal terbang. Terbang is fly. So
Ah.
kapal terbang, flying
Terbang.
ship,
In fact, in Tamil we call it
fly.
para. Paravai
Ah.
para.
Is there a
So
word
it
called
means-
flying ship? Do you
No,
mean like
no,
that?
no. So basically we call the birds paravai. Para means it's a verb, flying.
Fly-
Paravai is
fly
a noun.
is?
Paravai, it's a common name for all the birds.
I see. Flying bird.
Yeah.
Stay in Malaysia. What do you have?
We have Kadaram.
What's
Kadaram. Kadaram means we don't have any name, any place in India, but in the past there is empire ruled
Empire?
by empire ruled by Chola.
Mm-hmm.
You know Chola empires, and the Chola he went to different countries like Malaysia, Singapore, Myanmar. That's why the Tamil people there, because he's the one brought the Tamil people there. They're expanding his empire, and he had a war with other kings somewhere. The place called Kadaram. In
Oh.
Tamil we call Kadaram, and maybe in
There's a state in Malaysia.
Yeah,
called
Kedah.
Kedah.
Kada. So we
Ah.
call it like it's like a name to express his victory.
Oh.
Kadaram Kundan. Kadaram Kundan means he won the war in Kadaram.
Oh.
So we call it Kadaram.
Maybe there's some connection
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the
yeah.
word Kedah,
Yeah.
but I'm not really sure. I don't
Kada.
know.
So you have the state
Ah.
in Malaysia, Kada. We call it Kadaram.
Oh.
Okay. And how do you call curry? It's I think it's the same with English,
Yeah, I think
Tamil and Malay. So curry.
just like the word putu we did just
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
the name of a dish,
Yeah.
right? Curry is introduced by Indians, right?
Yeah,
Indian
curry. Lot of
right?
spices.
Lot of spices. That's why we follow the name curry.
Curry. So curry in English curry, in Malay curry.
Tamil also
Okay.
curry. Even
Ah.
in Chinese,
Curry.
something similar. It's
Yeah.
called kali, like
Yeah.
that.
So you know Mandarin, so
Yeah.
I don't know about Chinese. Okay, that's fine. How do you call a curtain or screen in Malay language?
Okay. For curtain we use tirai.
Tirai.
Yeah.
In Tamil we use tirai to represent the cloth that is white and like rectangle or maybe square. Even in 1990s, 1980s, you know, we didn't have technology like smart TV.
Uh-huh.
We did not even have TV. So we call the movie like, oh, I'm going to watch Tirai Padam. Padam is movie. Tirai represents
The white
the
cloth.
white cloth. Yeah.
The cinema.
Tirai Padam. Yeah.
Ah.
Tirai Padam. So Tirai is like the white cloth.
Oh,
Yeah.
so for tirai, yeah, I think we use the same. We use on the same time and place. Okay, like we also use tirai for curtain, and we also use tirai from my memory. I remember saying kain tirai before, also to represent cloth hanging, a hanging
Yeah,
cloth,
yeah. The cloth hanging.
a
That is
hanging
Tirai.
cloth,
To hide something.
or
Yeah. So Tirai.
to show something on it. Like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. To hide something, to show something, we can call it Tirai.
Hmm.
Yeah, but when it's white, we call it belly. Belly means silver, so it's white.
Oh.
Yeah, but you can also use different color. Name of the color and tirai. How do you call a metal in Malay language?
I think there are two ways.
Okay.
Okay. Usually we say besi
Okay.
for the usual metal.
Okay.
For the usual like papan besi, metal plate.
Hmm.
Papan besi, metal plate. Papan kayu, wooden plate.
Hmm.
Okay. That is also another word, logam. Logam is more like, to me, from my understanding, it's more like ore, O-R-E, ore, metal ore,
or.
like that. Like we go mining for logam.
In Tamil, we call it uloham.
H,
When we talk about a metal, we use uloham. Uloham.
loham.
Uloham
Ah,
means any metal. It can be silver, gold, iron, any metal. We call it uloham. But we also use ulaham. The metal comes from the earth. It's not made by human, right?
yeah.
So uloham, ulaham. But in Malay, you call it loham to represent a metal.
Logam.
Logam.
Yeah.
Logam, uloham.